our second time filming this. It's okay.
It's okay.
Now I feel a little more
Miracles
comfortable.
happen.
Yeah. My name is Megan,
I'm Rachel.
and we are about to graduate tomorrow.
Hey.
And from university, not from high school. Don't
No.
be fooled by these young faces.
I know we look really fun.
We are youthful. Older in spirit. I need to stop. Okay, yeah, so we decided why not get together and make a video where we just talk about some of our experiences at school. I'm not going to say where we go to school because that would
Yeah.
And yeah, I just ran from my room, so I'm a little out of breath. But it's okay, I got my water, so okay. Yeah, so we'll just go through it. Rachel, name one thing you would love to have known coming into school.
I would have loved to know about all the cool friends and all the fun experiences that I was having in college. So I was very nervous coming in from not knowing or not having many people coming out in high school. All of a sudden, being in this completely different environment, and I'm becoming a completely different person than who I was 4 years ago.
I would tell my 18-year-old self, like, hey, just know it's gonna be okay, like, you're gonna make it through. Yeah, I feel like I spent a lot of nights like stressing about papers and like friends and like, I don't know, just like stupid stuff where I like look back at it and I'm like, wait, I don't even remember what happened in that class or like what that paper was about, and just like being so stressed out about it like didn't make sense. So I think I would tell like my 18-year-old self, or like I wish I would have known, like, hey, don't worry about it, it's not the end of the world. Like in the grand scheme of like our life, like this is a tiny little sliver, and we're so narrow-minded about it, like just don't worry about it. Okay.
School is important, but it's not the only thing in life.
Amen. And that is coming from two girls that want to be teachers.
Yes.
So
That's our teaching philosophy.
that's our philosophy. School is not everything. School actually sucks. I'm just kidding.
We avoid studying for the final.
Right. We actually have a final today at 3. It's our final, and we're making a video. So thought processing.
That sums us up.
Yeah, that's life. All right, Rach, what is one of your favorite memories?
The two of my most distinct memories that I have are from freshman year. One of them was one of my very good friends, Sheridan Smith.
Sheridan. We love ya.
Yeah, we do. He pretended to be an RA when I went up to go visit a friend of his on his floor, and he tried to pretend to write us up for being in there past the hours that girls could be in the guys' dorms. And he was all ready to like write stuff down and everything, and me and my friend were freaking out. We're like, we're so sorry, this is our first time up here, we'll never come up here again and stuff. And then he's like, no, I'm not the RA. It's like, I'm just messing with you. And thus began our lovely friendship.
What a friendship. Sheridan, who's that? Just kidding. We love you. You're great.
And I love telling people that story.
That's a funny story. I've never heard that one. That's so funny. Freaking Sheridan. And then Sheridan ended up being an RA the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's actually
He kind of predicted his own future.
Yeah.
And then my other one from freshman year was this event called Guyrad, where it was get your roommate a date. And my date was with my friends Nolan. And it was me, Nolan, our other friend Rich, and my friend Ashley that were all in the car together. And we had gone to laser tag, and we went to In-N-Out all together. Then our last projection was we went out for donuts at like midnight. But then Nolan and Rich were like, hey, like there's a fire before we get back up to my car for my camping trip. We should go light it off. And then Ashley's freaking out. She's like, no, like we have to tell someone. What if we die? What if something happens? And all of us are like, no, it's fine. We could only get caught by the police, maybe. So we drove to this abandoned lot behind a neighborhood. We lit off this firework. It was extremely loud. And the second it went off, we ran back to the car and helped it back to school.
Dang. Rebellious, everybody. Rachel,
Ballsy.
she's rebellious. That's actually really fun. I've never gone to Guyrad.
You never went to Guyrad?
No, I threw a Guyrad because I was an RA, but even then I didn't have a date. We won't talk about my date. It's a mess. Yeah, so anyway, one of my favorite memories is, like I said, I was an RA last year to about 30 incredibly crazy girls. If you're watching, I love you. You're probably watching. It's embarrassing. But yeah, I was an RA for them. And a lot of my favorite memories come from that year. Just it was a rough year, it was a fun year, just made lots of friends, all this stuff. And I think one of my favorite memories has to be Deck the Halls, and it's an event where we decorate our floor for Christmas, and it's a competition between all the floors. So there's 7 floors, 6 floors, 6 floors. 2 through 6.
Oh, yeah.
2 through 7. 2 through 7. So that's 6. We don't count the first one. So I was 2nd floor, and yeah, I just remember coming back from class the night before it started, and my girls were on the floor, like tearing pieces of paper up, like painting things. They were not painting the Golden Gate Bridge, they were painting the London Bridge. So our theme was winter in England, I think it was. So it was around the world, we picked England. So they went all out, they did incredible work. They made like our floor literally fantastic. They had like a Harry Potter segment, like a One Direction segment. You walk through the
you have One Direction
castle.
on your door.
Yeah, like our floor theme was adventure, but it was also kind of One Direction. I don't really know. But yeah, Deck the Halls was awesome. We like thought we had it in the bag. We were like walking through the other floors and we're like, we got this. Like these floors suck. And I just remember my girls being so cocky about it. And then at like 10 o'clock that night, going, everybody in the lobby, like we're gonna announce who wins. And I remember we all went down. The entire floor went downstairs to see who was gonna win. And I remember they were just like, and the winner is 4th floor! And it was silent. And like there were 2 people from 4th floor and they were like, yay! And then all of my floor, they were just like, they could not believe that we didn't win. So they were just like so bitter and so angry. But I think that's one of my favorite memories just because it like brought my floor together, and like as like sucky as it sounds, like they were so passionate about like winning this stupid competition that they like solidified their friendship and like solidified the floor. And it was just so awesome to see them passionate about one thing and then have them close.
We lost freshman year. Our floor looked really cool. It was like a whole Christmas Wonderland thing. All the doors looked like presents. We had snowflakes and lights galore. Like, it was a big hodgepodge of Christmas basically. And then we lost, and all of a sudden, once the voting thing ended, everybody from our floor came up the elevator screaming and ripped everything down. And it looked like a tornado had gone through our hallway. That's terrifying.
And it's funny because my floor actually won that year. Sorry, Rachel. But ours is really good.
It's fine. I'll hear about it.
Next question. So what was the hardest thing about your college experience, Rachel?
The hardest thing about my college experience was feeling anxiety junior year. I had it the second half of that year, and it was just brought on by a lot of insecurities and friendships and myself, and it just gave me panic attacks that were my favorite rides to Disneyland and studying for classes, and it really threw me academic-wise. But then at the end of the year, I learned that it was okay to ask for help, and I talked with here, and I talked to friends about it, and through my relationship with God, and it really strengthened me, and
I feel like that kind of like goes back to even like our first question, like name one thing you wish you would have known. Like always use your resources. Like even when you feel alone, like there's always going to be people that love you and like, care for you. And I think that's what's really cool about like every school has a counseling center, but a lot of students don't take advantage of it, and like take advantage of it. So I think it's an awesome opportunity to grow, be healthy, and take care of yourself. Yeah, it's good. One of the hardest things in my college experience, I was talking to someone yesterday, and she like, this is kind of a different question, but she said like, hey, what do you think is your biggest strength? Or like, what's one of the things that you feel like you've grown a lot in this year? And I think like my loyalty to my friends. I feel like I'm a very loyal friend. Like if you mess with my friends, like I'll be really upset. Like I feel for my friends, so like my friends are upset, like I'm upset, and I carry that weight. So I think one of the hardest things in college has been friendships. Just like if I'm just people, I'm not friends with them anymore. Like that really weighs on me, and just like having friends come in and out of my life is always weird. Yeah, so I think like just like patterns of friendships is always like a hard thing. I have like awesome, solid friends, and yeah, I just would hate to like see them walk out of my life. So, yeah, hardest thing about college. It's like a roller coaster, friends.
It really is.
It really is, friends. But you know what? Like I feel like that's life. Mm-hmm. Even in high school, like you're not friends with the same people you were friends with in high school. Sorry if that's shocking to some of you guys, but yeah, you're not gonna always be friends with the same people.
That you were last year or freshman year, it changes.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm still friends with a lot of people from high school, but dynamics change.
Yep.
If you could give someone advice, what would it be? That's number one.
Oh, but
Do you have any advice?
I think enjoy your college experience while you can. Yeah, you're gonna have papers and stuff to write, but I think the philosophy I live by in my career too was I can stay up and work on it for later, or I can do it some other time, but if someone needs me or if someone wants to hang out, I feel like that's a bigger part of what life is all about, is spending time with others and growing relationships with other people. I think that's my advice.
That's good. Advice, yeah, I feel like just basically what I said for the first question, like don't worry about it. Like it's all gonna solve itself in the end. Like don't worry about those stupid papers. Or I mean worry about them. Like get them done.
They are important.
They are important.
Grades are important.
They are important. But don't let it like run your life. I know some people and I've had some friends that like miss out on life because they're always doing homework and stuff. And yeah, that's awesome and they have good grades, but like you're missing out. It's not funny.
You're never gonna look back and think of all these cool memories.
Yeah. So, and plus, I don't even remember what I learned freshman year.
Yeah.
Sorry, professors, but
Again, we want to be teachers.
future of America. Yeah. Favorite food from the caf. What's your favorite contraption from the cafeteria here at school?
It's probably been the desserts out
Yeah.
of everything.
That's good.
They make really good red velvet
Oh,
brownies.
those are my
Those are
favorite.
Cheesecake brownies too. They're really good.
And you put them in a little cup of ice cream with some caramel on top.
All that good stuff. But other than that, I cannot think of something that's not the chicken at the moment.
You know what? That's true. I really like, this is so gross, and you can judge me for this, but I really like sloppy joes.
No, those are good.
I love sloppy joes, so when they have sloppy joes in the caf, I'm like, yes! Or even Brussels sprouts. I had a friend ask me last night, like, what's your favorite food? And I said Brussels sprouts. But I was that kid. I do love Brussels sprouts though. They're so good. Yeah. But yeah, I love when they have Brussels sprouts and sloppy joes. But other than that, I'm always hitting up the sandwich bar.
Yep.
Love the sandwich
Every
bar.
day. All day, every day.
Okay, and so for the last question, I want to know, Rachel, what are you doing after this?
We are going into the credential program.
Grad
Third line
school!
teacher.
Yes.
And then hopefully living down here in lovely Southern California.
SoCal. Not gonna tell you the where though, because that'd be creepy.
That would be creepy.
Even though
Stranger danger.
nobody's really gonna watch this except our friends. But that's fine. You guys know. We don't need to name it. Yeah, so we're going to the credential program next year at our school, at the current school that we're in.
Yeah. So
So
we're not really leaving.
we're not really leaving.
So we can't really be sad that we are.
Coming back next year.
Hopefully teaching down here, and then still going to Disneyland.
Yep, Disney Land. Yep, so it's exciting. I feel like, yeah, life after this, I can't even like fathom it. I'm like, I can't even get through today. We need to study for this final right now. So, yes, thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Thank you for being here, even though I'm in her room right now.
Thank you for having me, Megan.
Thank
You're
you.
so kind.
You are so kind. Yep, so we love you, and thanks for watching.
Bye.